going to start at standing at the top of our mat with the toes together and heels slightly apart. Palms can be by your sides, facing forward. And just begin to breathe deeply here. Steady inhale and steady exhale. Checking in with the body, noticing the muscles, the joints, the bones, and noticing the mind, early morning, still waking up, still coming into consciousness. Bring the hands to heart center. Take another few breaths here. Maybe setting an intention for our class this morning. Maybe that intention is to notice our bodies and to listen to our bodies today. Releasing the hands by our sides, and on your next inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up. And exhale, forward fold, slow, hinge at the hips and come all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Really pull the chest forward. And exhale, release down. Inhale, arms to a T, and again, slowly inhale, hinge up, reach up, upward salute. And exhale, palms heart center. One more half sun salutation. Inhale, fingertips reach. Exhale, forward fold. See how slowly you can move for these first few breaths of our practice. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and overhead. Upward salute, reaching. And exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, fingertips reach high. And exhale, forward fold. Moving on to Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, halfway lift, spine long, chest open. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands and step back into plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower the knees down, lower the chest in one line all the way down to the ground. Inhale, find cobra pose. Lift the chest forward and up, not going too deep. And exhale, release down. Inhale, pressing up through all fours, and exhale to downward facing dog, taking 5 long breaths here. Spreading the fingers, pressing down into the knuckles and palms, making the neck long, shoulder release away from the ears. And what I like to do is with both legs coming towards straight rock side and side, just letting the hips drop to one direction and another. The weight moves from one hand to another. That way I can feel a little bit more into the body, noticing the two sides, the differences. And then settling back into center. One more deep breath in. And full exhale. Inhale the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward and walk the feet to the hands. Halfway lift, spine long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and overhead, upward salute. And exhale, palms heart center. One more Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, fingertips reach high. Chest open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long, sides of the body long. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands, step back into plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower knees or keep the knees up. Lower all the way or halfway down. If halfway, tuck the toes and push the chest up to upward facing dog. And exhale, meeting in downward facing dog, taking 1 or 2 breaths to meet here. Again, 5 steady breaths here. Keep the arms strong, neck long. Keep pulling the heels back towards the ground, pulling the hips up towards the sky. 3 breaths. Find steadiness. 2 more. Last breath in. And full exhale. Inhale, lift both heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, crouching. We're staying here for an extra breath. Pushing the hips back behind us, really feel strong in the arms. And then on your next inhale, walk the feet forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms out and overhead, upward salute. And exhale, palms towards center. Inhale, fingertips reach high. And exhale, sit down into chair pose. See if the toes are touching, knees are squeezed together, and belly tucks in, lower back strong. Shoulders relax away from the ears, and if you can see your elbows, maybe open up to cactus arms. To keep the chest open and the neck long. One more inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands, step the right foot back. And we'll stay here in this lunge, shifting the hips in one-way circles, clockwise and counterclockwise. Pausing at center, release the back knee down, tuck the toe underneath, and inhale, come up to Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Note this knee is tracking directly over the front ankle. Fingertips reach high, chest open. Sink a little deeper. 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, release the hands on either side of the front foot. The right hand stays planted and the left arm reaches all the way overhead, twisting here. And this left knee will tend to splay open, so squeeze it in. Keep the knee tracking directly over that ankle. Breathe here. And then an option to stay here or tuck the back toe under, straighten into the back leg for crescent twist. Breathe. Fingertips reaching away from each other. Maybe the gaze turns up at the top fingertips. One more inhale. And exhale, release the hand down. From here, we're going to walk the left foot to the center of the mat, toes pointed straight to the side. So making a triangle shape with the hand and the 2 feet. From here, the right foot comes onto the knife edge, and again the left hand reaches high, modified side plank. Good, chest open to the side of the room. Keep pressing with the lower arm. One more inhale, lift the hips high. And exhale, release the hand down. This left foot steps back to plank. Inhale, plank. And exhale, flow through. Knees up or down, halfway or all the way down. If you come all the way down, please take cobra instead of up dog. And exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Again, find steadiness. Find the breath. Deep inhale. And full exhale. Next inhale, reach the right leg out and behind you. Push the heel behind you, toes point straight down. Steady here. Both arms have even weight, both hands have even weight. And see if you can keep the shoulders where they are as you twist the lower body, opening up the hips to the side of the room. Good. If hips are open, maybe bending into the top knee, stretching into the front hip. Straighten and bend if you'd like, maybe some big knee circles. And then exhale back to center. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee to nose. Stay an extra breath, knee comes higher towards the face. And exhale, swing that foot through. Pause here. First making some slow circles clockwise and counterclockwise. And then releasing the left knee down, tuck the toes underneath and fingertips come up, forward and up to low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Find your pose here. Chest stays open. And exhale, sink a little lower. 2 breaths, spine focus. 2. And 1. Exhale, release the hands down on either side of the front foot. Left hand plants this time and the right arm reaches all the way high. Twisting here. Squeeze the right knee into the body. And pull the arms away from each other, shoulder blades squeezing behind you. Option to stay here, or maybe tuck the back toes, straighten the back leg for crescent twist. Again, noticing that right knee, pull it into the belly. And find balance, find the breath. 2 more breaths. Neck long, inhale. And slow exhale, release the hand down. From here, taking the right foot, walking it halfway in, pointing the toes directly to the side. Now again, coming onto the outside edge of your left foot, weight into the left hand, and right arm reaches high for modified side plank. Keep pulling the chest open. And breathe here. Notice the weight in the hand, and try to feel light by engaging the belly. 1 more inhale. And slow exhale back down to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Two breaths. Maybe feeling a little longer in one leg or the other. Noticing the body. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply. Walk the feet to the hands and come halfway up. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the knees and reach the arms high for chair pose. 3 breaths. Lower back long, neck long. See if you can lean into the heels. 1 more breath in. And exhale, push into the heels and find standing. Good. Inhale, fingertips high. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, spine long. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees deeply, plant the hands. This time the left foot steps back. Left foot back. And release the left knee down. Inhale, fingertips forward and up. Anjaneyasana. Just taking 1 more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, palms to heart center. We're going to inhale the spine long. And exhale, twist towards the knee, outside of the elbow comes to the outside of the knee. And use that as leverage to twist the belly. Good. Breathe here. Inhale, find the spine longer. And exhale, twist. 1 more inhale. And exhale, slowly back to center. Inhale, fingertips reach high. And exhale, arms come to the sides to a T. Palms face up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, push into that front leg and straighten the front leg as the palms face down, torso down. Inhale, bend into the knee, lean forward, sink into the hips, palms up. And exhale, straighten the leg, palms down, toes point towards the face. Inhale, palms up, hips down. And exhale. Last one, inhale, low lunge. And exhale, half Hanumanasana. You can keep the arms reaching to a T here, or for a little bit more of a core challenge, fingertips reach out in front of you. Sink the belly down. Keep the arms straight, fingertips reaching. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, plant the foot, bend the knee, low lunge. And exhale, release the hands down. Plant into the hands, tuck the back toes. And step that back foot about a foot forward, toes point out at about 45 degrees. From here, inhale halfway up. And exhale. Inhale, arms to a T and come all the way up. Find the stance here. And exhale, release the hands behind the back, find a clasp. Inhale, the spine long and open. And exhale, come halfway down, wherever the lower back begins to bend just a little bit and then back up a little bit. Good. Wherever that is for you, breathing. Both legs coming towards straight. See if you can pull the right hip in and the left hip forward, squaring the hips towards the ground. One more inhale. And full exhale. From here, releasing the clasp and bringing the hands to the hips, bending to the front knee and leaning to the front foot, preparing for warrior 3, but not quite. Keep the back toes touching the ground as a hair of a balance. Front knee is bent and chest is squared to the ground. One more inhale here. And exhale, back to straight legs and stand upright. Good. This time we're going to come into warrior 3. Inhale, chest open. Exhale, halfway down, wherever the chest and the lower back are straight in line with each other. From here, bend to that front knee, nothing else moves. Light into the back foot, and with control, begin to straighten that back leg and straighten into the standing leg. Gazing down towards the ground to allow the neck to be long. 2 breaths here. Arms in any variation you want, maybe to a T, maybe to prayer. One more inhale. And then exhale, bend to the front knee, step the back foot back. Inhale, fingertips high. And exhale, bend to the front knee, release both hands all the way down. Stepping the front foot for plank. Inhale, plank. And exhale, flowing through however you want. Meeting in downward facing dog in a few breaths. Even an option to take child's pose if you need to, if you want to. I'm just taking 2 more breaths here. Find the breath. And listen to the mind, notice the mind. And on your next inhale, left leg comes up and behind you. We're staying here, first noticing the weight in the hands. Seeing into the shoulders are carrying even weight of the body. And then you can stay here, keep pushing the heel behind you, or maybe open up the hip to the side of the room. Try to keep the shoulders still square. If the hips are open, you can consider bending to the top knee, stretching to that front hip. Maybe straighten and bend. Maybe some big knee circles. One more breath in. And exhale back to square. Inhale here. And exhale the left knee to the nose. Stay here, an extra breath, knee comes close to the face. And then swing that foot all the way through. Back knee comes down. And inhale, fingertips forward and up for low lunge. Just one breath in. And exhale. Inhale, reach the fingertips high. And exhale, palms heart center. Inhale, feel the spine long. And exhale, twist, bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. And use that as leverage to find a deeper twist here. Inhale, the spine long. And exhale, twist. One more deep inhale. And exhale back to center. Inhale, fingertips reach high. And exhale, arms to a T. Palms face up towards the sky, and we're going to do a dynamic half splits. Inhale here. And exhale, straighten to the legs. Toe points towards the face as you bring the torso down. Inhale, plant the foot, bend the knee, reach forward, drop the hips. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, forward. And exhale. 2 more. Finding that full range of motion. Last one, inhale. And exhale, this time staying here, sinking into the torso, sinking into the hips. You can keep the arms as a T, or hands can come to your hips. Or for a little bit more core, ab engagement, bring the fingertips out in front of you. And hovering the arms, reach the fingertips forward and sink the belly down. 2 breaths. 1 more inhale. And exhale, punch into the foot, bend the knee. And exhale, release the hands down on either side of the front foot. And from here, straighten to the back leg. And then step that back foot about a foot forward, taking about 45 degrees angle on the back foot. From here, inhale, halfway up, straighten to both legs. And exhale the rest of the way up to standing. Inhale, arms come to a T. And exhale, find the opposite clasp behind the back, the weird thumb on top. Inhale, pull the chest up and open. And exhale, come halfway down. Keep the chest open, keep the torso long. And breathe here, both legs coming towards straight. Maybe imagine pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward, squaring a little bit better to the front of the mat. 1 more inhale. And exhale, release the hands to the hips. So we're going to bend into that front knee and then come light on the back foot, just hang on the toes. And stay here. Feel the strength in the front knee, the front leg. Torso pointing down towards the ground. 1 more breath. And then exhale, come back onto both feet. Stand up. Good. This time coming into a warrior 3. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, halfway down. Just as we just did, bend into the front knee and first become light on that back foot. And then if you have the breath, if you have steadiness, now begin to straighten to the back leg, lifting the toe off the ground, and straighten to the front leg. Warrior 3. Any arm variation here, maybe handstand the hips, maybe arms come to a T or forward, or palms start center. Wherever you are, take 1 more deep breath in. And then exhale, bend the knees, step the back foot back. Inhale, fingertips come high. And exhale, bend the front knee, release the hands all the way down. Stepping the front foot back to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees down, lower the chest all the way down. Good. Inhale, find low cobra, pull the chest forward and up. And exhale, release down. 2 more, inhale, lift the chest. Maybe hovering the palms, neck long. And exhale, release down. 3rd set, staying for 3 breaths. Inhale, pull up. Keep the toes soft. Keep the shoulders down. Maybe hover the hands. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift a little higher. And exhale, release down. Inhale, pressing through all 4s. And exhale to downward facing dog. 3 breaths. On your next inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bend the knees deeply, gaze forward. Walk the feet to the hands, and then slowly lower the hips and find your way to a seat. Legs out in front of you, and shake into the legs. Good. Shoulders up towards the ears and exhale, release. From here, we're going to bend into our right foot. Knee points forward and coming into this shape. Good. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, if it's accessible for you, begin to lean forward. You can use the hands as balance if you like. But just breathe here. Flex the top toes towards the sky. And see if you can bring the belly a little closer down towards the knees. Two more breaths here. And if your knee feels any kind of tightness or extra tension, maybe not trying this. But if it feels okay, feels like a good stretch in the quad and the hips, then just breathe one more breath. And exhale. Inhale, sitting up. And exhale, releasing this foot out in front of you, shaking out the legs. And taking the second side. Bending the left knee, toes tuck underneath, and try to point both knees towards the same direction. Flexing to the right foot. Inhale, first sit up tall. And exhale, lowering down any amount. Maybe using the hands as balance here. And focus on the breath. Slow inhale. And slow exhale. Beginning to slow down. Beginning to cool down. One more breath. And full exhale. Inhale, pull forward, chest forward. And exhale, sit up, releasing this leg out in front of you. And shake it out. Next, we're going to take a stacked fire log pose or double pigeon. First, taking the right shin, crossing it across the mat so you're making almost an equilateral triangle with the heel, knee, and hips or pelvis. The front shin is parallel to the front of the mat. Now picking up the left ankle, dropping the left ankle on the right knee. So all you see here in front of you is close to an equilateral triangle, and the bottom shin is hidden underneath the top shin. Maybe this top knee is hovering like mine with tight hips. Maybe it comes down to the ankle. But wherever you are, we're going to first sit up tall, flex into the toes to protect the knee joints. Inhale here, and now exhale, forward fold to any limit, wherever your edge is. Noticing the tension in the hips and just slowly let go of whatever feeling you can. Hands can come out in front of you as you lower the chest down. Take 3 more breaths. Conscious breathing in and out of the nose. One more breath. And exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, walk the hands back to the body. Switching sides. Hands plant behind you. Release the legs out in front of you. And now dropping the left shin parallel to the front of the mat. Pick up the right ankle. Drop it down on this knee so the bottom shin is totally hidden from view. You see here an equilateral triangle from the pelvis and the 2 knees. First sit up tall, flex the toes. And slow exhale, dropping the torso down to your limit, your breath, your edge. Hands can come out in front of you if you'd like. And we'll breathe here. 3 more breaths. Trying to let go of something that doesn't add value to your practice, to your body. In this moment, releasing some of that tension. Last breath. And exhale. Inhale, gazing forward. Exhale, walking the hands in, hands behind you. And reaching the legs out in front. Dropping them down and shaking them out. Last pose, finding any simple cross-legged seat. Pull the chest forward and exhale, round. Inhale to center and exhale, forward fold. Bring the chest all the way down. Maybe forehead comes down towards the ground. Arms can reach back behind you, grabbing opposite wrists or opposite elbows. Settle in here. Again, taking 3 long breaths. Allowing the torso to release completely, feeling heavy. Allowing the back of the body to stretch and release. Inhale, gazing forward, lengthen the spine, and exhale, come all the way up. Switch sides, plant the hands, and take the opposite ankle in front. Inhale here, sit up tall, and exhale, forward fold. Hands can release by your sides or maybe grabbing opposite wrists or opposite elbows. Sink the torso down and maybe notice a little bit of a difference between this side and the first side. And accepting the body today. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, gazing forward, pull the chest long, and exhale, slowly back upright. Release the hands down and the legs out in front of you. Slowly the back of the body comes all the way down to the mat. Setting up for your Shavasana. Maybe first knees come into the chest, rock right and left if you like, maybe some circles. Otherwise, just slowly releasing the legs out in front of you, palms by your sides. Settling in completely. Letting the body receive the whole practice as it was today. Letting the mind release and relax completely. Face softens, eyebrows soften. And breath becomes free and clear. Staying here in Shavasana for a minute or 2. Allowing the body to come to stillness, complete stillness, except for the rise and fall of the chest and the belly as you breathe. Fully accepting and receiving our practice today. And now slowly begin to breathe a little more deeply. Bring awareness back into the mind. Wiggling the fingers and toes. Bring awareness back into the body. Next, inhale, fingertips reach all the way overhead, a full body stretch. And exhale, releasing. Knees coming into the belly, hugging them in and rocking side to side. And then rocking all the way to one side, pausing in the fetal position, fully supported by the mat. And taking the easiest route to a seated position, pushing yourself up. And sitting, spine long. Shoulders down. Bring the palms to our center. And taking a moment to come back to the intention you may have set at the beginning of class. For me, that was to really listen to the body and acknowledge the body today. Taking a deep breath here. To feel grateful for all the strength and flexibility we've gained in today's physical practice. Taking another deep breath. To feel grateful for our minds and all the calm and focus we've cultivated in our practice today. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice this morning. Namaste.